It's level 1-3, the place to be.
Alright.
Hello, welcome back to a bonus episode, I guess, of Shadow the Hedgehog.
Because we loved it so much.
Technically, we're not playing right now. What this is really is, after we finished recording the last episode, Dan just basically wanted to get to the end of the level so we can say what we did. And
I kind of liked it as a game.
I was going to say, because I was kind of shitting all over this game throughout our initial recording, and it's like, actually, since the fact you couldn't put it down, and like I was like towards the end of this, it's like, Dad, stop playing. We've got to play another game. But you seem to be like actually
it was
quite
just
into
this
it.
part. I suppose that's anything with any video game really. Is once you get to a sort of part where you keep dying on and you know deep within you can do it, you can conquer it.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to prove to myself I could do this.
But I mean, I think you were to an extent kind of enjoying it. Like, it would just be something you'd continue.
Thanks to very much thanks to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, this isn't the worst sort of Sonic title I've ever played.
Right.
I suppose that racing game was pretty bad. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle sucked. Well,
Yeah.
as you see here, I kept dying.
But I mean, yeah, it seems. I think you were saying at the time, this is perfectly playable. It's just. It didn't have to be a Sonic game, but
Although technically it isn't a Sonic game, it didn't need to be a sort of Hedgehog game.
yeah,
I mean, it had plenty of novel ideas. Perhaps that's what they wanted, to try and set Shadow up.
make his a character in his own right.
His own right. But the thing is, it's just with the silly jet boots, and you kind of need to have this speed thing.
But he doesn't. I mean, like right now with we're collecting rings and loop the loop. This isn't differentiating himself from Sonic at all.
No, but
like, I guess, okay, he's collecting the guns and he has the friend or foe aspect, but it's not.
But that was it. But I say, like, that's it really. That's the point. Is it doesn't differentiate itself. And
So it's like, well, if you're gonna make it like all about Shadow and stuff, just go all out, make it completely not Sonic, like make him his own thing.
yeah.
But I guess maybe.
It's still be set within the same universe, just.
I think
Yeah.
it's what you've said before. When a game tries too many genres,
Jumping on an invisible mech then. Go on, sorry.
when a game tries too many genres, and I think this is what this is trying to do. It's got the thing with the speed to collect the rings, so it's Sonic, but yet it's got things like this, which I thought this was quite cool. Jumping a little robot and
Yeah. You could have like conceivably played the entire game as this jumping robot, right?
yeah.
This wouldn't be too bad.
This is one of the points I made about the game, like picking up the weapons and stuff. It was kind of cool. And I suppose at the time it really was cool to be able to do these things.
Yeah.
But
I
it just,
think I probably gave it probably too much of a hard time because I think it was all right. Like I think you're happy with it really. You didn't mind it too much. Like you probably would have played it to the end really.
But that's it. But that's only because I put up with years of watching the Sonic license just get rinsed.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, this ain't the worst rinse that's ever happened to it really. Like I said about the racing game, and I mean there are good things like to do with what they've done with like the Sonic license. I mean, Mean Bean Machine's really good for a game that it is.
Yeah.
It has a kind of relevance.
That almost has like get rid of Robotnik. It would have nothing to do with
that's
Sonic
it.
anyway. But
That's it. But then again,
I guess that's
sort
when
of
it's not.
get rid of the rings in this. And this doesn't really have anything to do with Sonic, does it? It doesn't really need to. But I think they could have done a bit better with Shadow.
Yeah.
I just don't think it helps. I think as a character in himself, he's pretty weak.
Well, he's
moody.
not really. Yeah, he's just the moody character. It's not really.
Yeah, he's
much.
kind of a go at making a Sonic character that's got, I don't know, a bit cooler and a bit angstier. And
Yeah, I guess like Sonic's got the radical attitude.
Yeah.
He's all 90s, whereas we've got the gothy brother.
Yeah,
From
it's
the-
emo. This is emo Sonic, basically.
Yeah, it's like it didn't.
I thought it was interesting that you had to discover about his past, but there's not that much to discover, really.
Yeah, I think that's also my point. Is that they're trying to give these things too deep a past. It could be just a simplistic.
Hey, when you told me that Sonic fell in love with a human girl, that kind of freaked me out. And this thing here, look, he like superpowers up, and he looks exactly like Sonic.
Yeah. Yeah, it does freakily look like a Sonic, a Super Shadow, I guess. But yeah, it's like you said, it could have been like an original game in its own right.
Well, look at this thing you're doing now. It's fair enough that you're doing these sort of things. You're playing all sorts of little different games with him as a character.
Yeah.
But it didn't need to be the Hedgehog, really.
But I think I gave it too much of a hard time. I think like you seem to be all right with it. Like it's not too bad. It's not as it's not as bad as I was making.
It was playable.
Yeah.
Like I say, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle wasn't.
Yeah. This is playable, which is more that could be said for
that. I gave it a more unfair enough chance. I threw down the controller after I'd.
Ooh, that's a lucky landing.
That was close. But I gave it a fair enough chance. I really wanted it to be good. It to be at least a decent Sonic game, which isn't hard really, considering Sonic 1 and 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles are good games.
Well, yeah.
They are genuinely entertaining little adventures that you didn't have all this silly story and voiceover.
Yeah, it knew what it was. It was simplistic. It was, go left to right and kill the things along the way, and there's a branching path and you can go whatever direction you want, and that's that's fine and that's fun.
It was decent. It was decent.
Yeah, but then they tried mixing it up with angst and sometimes a bit too heavy a plot, like that one where Sonic falls in love with a human woman. That's got like a really deep, a really angsty plot.
I think that's where they sat down in the boardroom and said, now we've got to bring him up to date, and a lot of games had a lot of deep plot and stuff.
Yeah.
And they just said, this is obviously where games are heading now. We want to make Sonic this.
Like trying to tap into the Final Fantasy, I guess, like a very like an anime manga audience, like who are into hugely into that kind of thing, and trying to fit Sonic into that slot. And it's like, no, he's a cartoon hedgehog. Just accept that.
Did he not have a girlfriend? Was Amy not his girlfriend?
Technically,
is she a hedgehog?
She's meant to be not his girlfriend, but she fancies him, and he's like, no, because I'm too cool for girls. But he prefers human women or something. Anyway,
well, who doesn't?
I think she does. But we're at the end of this recording, so we've got to go right now. So bye, guys. See you next time. Bye.